Welcome to Kashgar, my fiancé Asa John's hometown, located in the farthest west of the farthest west of the farthest west of China. For the next month, we'll be here in his village preparing for our wedding, and today is my very first day staying at his family's house. I have had a brief encounter with his parents before, but I never really got to know them because we live so far away. Hangzhou is literally 4,000 kilometers from Kashgar. But this time, I'll actually be able to spend a lot of time with his family. His parents and most of his relatives don't speak Mandarin, so there's a bit of a language barrier, but I'm working on it. Isna's mother is putting all the snacks out on the table. Before we eat, gotta wash our hands. In Uyghur households, you don't go to the sink. The sink comes to you. Rahmat. Rahmat. So the tables here are really short and really tiny, and then you sit on this elevated, what do you call this? This elevated thing, and then the table is here. So this is like the traditional dining arrangement, and then they also have a table with chairs in another room. Menon natim nawatne aldi. Rahmat. This is a traditional breakfast here. Naan dipped in tea. It's not really my cup of tea, but whatever. When in Rome, right? So Isna's aunt and uncle just left with one of his cousins, and the other cousin, they forgot him. He was just like playing around in the curtains back here. He was just like lost in this little world, and they just like forgot that he was here. And I was like, oh no, they forgot him. Everyone lives super close to each other around here, so it was easy for them to come back and get him. I just thought it was funny. Anyway, growing season is right around the corner, so have a gander at Ace Down's father doing tractor stuff. Fruit truck. The fruit truck's coming through. Sometimes he plants crops for people, sometimes he pulls heavy stuff around. That's his job, tractor stuff. Sorry, I can't think of a better word for it. Today's vlog only shows tiny little scraps of my encounters with Asa John's family because I really didn't want to weird them out by having the camera going like all the time. As you can see over here, they are building another little room. You can take a wild guess at what this is going to be. We will show you in one of the upcoming videos when it's a bit more finished. Love the paint can with the camel on it and the janky English, plants, clean, taste. Such a vibe. Now we are going to the neighboring town to get some supplies for our long visit, and also we're gonna get a washing machine because this place does have one. It's just kind of like old and rickety, and we figure while we're here might as well do a little upgrade. So we're about to go pick up a washing machine. There's rice in there. Khosh. 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 엄마. Not just washing machines in here. We got quite a variety of little lamps and things in here too. Here are the plain boring toilets, and here are the spicy toilets. Mission accomplished. We got a washing machine. The washing machine actually did not fit in Asa John's cousin's car, so we put it in the back of this minibus thing and it delivered it right to the house. Now it's time for lunch.
Kebab, naran.
This right here is called naran chup, and it is one of my favorite Kashgar dishes. It is flat noodles in a soup with lamb, carrots, and cilantro. So when you go to restaurants in Xinjiang, most of them will give you tea. And this restaurant has the most delicious rose tea. And the owner gave me some because she saw like how obsessed I was with it. Like you can't see the roses in here, but it's been like soaked in rose oil or like something. It just has this rose taste to it. And I'm so obsessed. I love it so much. So we're gonna take it back. And Ichan's mother's always making tea, so I'll be like, hey, put this puppy in there. Buying some naan while we're here. We got quite the selection. This looks like a bagel, but it's actually rock hard. Don't eat it straight. You have to break it and put it into soup. These are like a little flaky bread thing. It's kind of like an Indian paratha. And these are the naans. Onion naan, plain naan, seed naan, mini naan, cute aesthetic naan, and these are baked buns with lamb inside them. Also getting some fruit. Despite being in the middle of a desert, there is quite a solid fruit selection here. Xinjiang is actually known for some of its fruit.
Oh no!
Wow. Last task of the afternoon. We're in this grocery store right now, picking up some rice. Oh yeah, this is classic. 2 trademark things on 1 sock. Dior, Snoopy. Camel milk. A huge variety of dessert items. Because of the geographic location of this place, they have a little bit of everything. Like there's a bunch of Russian snacks here and what looks to be like a Turkish snack. And of course there are a bunch of Chinese snacks. Like this is something I recognize from Hangzhou, but it's like a surprising variety in here, you know? Like we are really in the middle of nowhere, but they have got little snacks from at least 3 or 4 different countries in here. It was a productive day. Ta-da! Here it is! Our brand spanking new washing machine. And now it is time to go to Asajan's grandmother's house. We're going to Grandma's house. Oh, let me show you the cows while we're here. Asajan's family has 2 cows. No, I'm not feeding you. No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bother you. No food. Sorry. Smile for the camera. Cow number 1. Cow number 2. We're going to Grandma's house. And Grandma is literally right next door. So all we have to do is walk right past these fields. And we're there. We brought Asajan's grandparents some fruit and naan, and also said hi to their cow, because they have a cow too. And we had some delicious fry bread. It's such a different lifestyle here, having your relatives all so close by. My family in the US is scattered between 5 different states, and we hardly ever see each other. This is how we're keeping warm around here. It's actually not cold during the day when the sun is out, but the minute the sun goes down, it gets so cold here in the desert. Mishuk?
Mesh.
Mesh? Bar. Lekin az. Yizada bar. And now I'm going to take you guys on a tour of Asajan's family's village. So as a lot of you guys probably know, I live in a village in southeast China, and this is the northwest. So even though they're both villages, the environment is completely different in like every conceivable way. First off, it's very dry here. There's not much variation in the vegetation. There's basically just like copy paste, like the same tree over and over again, because a lot of trees can't even tolerate this growing environment at all. And then the houses are kind of like a fortress. Like they're just this long wall with some tiny windows, and you can't really see anything. You know, they've got a big gate that's closed most of the time, so it's like, what's in there? You know, it's all mysterious. So walking around out here, you actually can't see much. It's just like these long walls and gates. So the environment inside the house is super cute and interesting, but walking around on the street on the outside, there is not a whole lot to look at. And between all the villages, there are these little forests, which are apparently super beautiful in the fall, but unfortunately it is not fall, so everything's just kind of gray right now. And over here we have some farms, just that classic village life. One of Asajan's neighbors lets his sheep out to graze every single day, and the sheep are out. They are grazing. I don't know on what though. There's nothing to eat. Everything is dead.
Welcome to guys, my hometown. Sheep.
For those of you who are curious, this is the local kindergarten. Yes, there is one. And there's also an elementary school. I don't know exactly where that is. This is the local equivalent of a bus. It's like a little van that picks people up off the side of the road, just like this. And then you tell it where you want to go. and as long as you are on the route that it's taking, it will drop you off there. But it's not on a set schedule like a bus, so it's still a little bit different. Here comes another one. They're all over the place. Here is one village store, and there's another one right here. There are actually 3 convenience stores in this village, and they're all right in a row. So competition is fierce. There's not a lot of people living here, and there's 3 convenience stores. So let me show you one of them. We got eggs, some beverages. There are some like glass bottle beverages that I've never seen in Hangzhou before. This is like maximum Xinjiang vibes right here. Look, they even got little fruits in the bottom of it. They're selling those like rock hard little bagel looking things that you break up and put in soup. So you can snag yourself some of those. And in here we have a variety of snacks. There is a huge variety of seasoning packs because in this day and age, no one wants to be making every meal from scratch. You know what I mean? We got some stationery things for the children. Everything's covered in dust, so clearly this is not popular. Gloves, noodles, drinks. Oh, this is an interesting design here. I've been a lot of places in China, as you probably know, and in general, even when you're in these middle of nowhere villages, they have like a pretty similar lineup of stuff throughout most of the country, but not here. I don't recognize at least half the things in this store. So it has this very like exotic vibe, you know?
Wow. Wow.
And they have ice cream. They have soft serve ice cream. Yeah, it's got your basic items. And if you need anything more than this, we are like a 15-minute scooter ride away from a town that has bigger grocery stores. There's even a tiny restaurant here where you can get cold noodles, hot noodles, chickpeas, or kebabs. It's golden hour, the best sunlight of the whole day. Isn't this beautiful? They're prepping the fields to grow wheat this year. It's time to feed the cows. This is the cow food. It's fermented corn husks, and that liquid there is just like built up juice that he has to come and clear out every day. Kala tamak. Oh.
Söylep kalısına.
Sormadı. Sen ne oluyorsun? Bakın. Ton.
Oh. Oh. Learn something new every day, y'all. I was unaware previously that cows apparently don't like to drink cold water, or at least the cows around here don't. Or maybe it's just their cows. I don't know. They just said the cows won't drink cold water. So Aizjan's father is in the bathroom right now, filling up a bucket with warm water from the shower to give to the cows. Oh my gosh, they have 2 cats. I thought it was the same cat this whole time. He's like, what are you looking at? Now it's time for dinner. Our dinner is these soft noodle things with some veggies and some lamb. The tea kettle is squealing and the wood is going in the fire, and it's very warm in here, and it's just very cozy and very nice. So yes, it's dinner time. We had a huge lunch, so we're not having a whole lot of food for dinner, just a little bit. We had a lovely evening sitting around the table and chatting by the stove. I tried chatting with them, you know, my Uyghur's not that great, but it's good enough to have a simple conversation.
Malımızı sarsak, malımda, bunun ne jüvet kıldı? Malım parkız turda.
Mako, pakas.
Tamam. Patisli.
Look how cute this comforter is. Asen's mother made it for us. It's tradition around here that when a couple is getting married, the mother-in-law-to-be will make them a comforter. And here it is. It's very nice. She had to go get the cotton herself and then bring it to the mill or whatever it's called and get it made into this big fluffy mat. And then get a cover for it. And of course it has flowers and cute patterns on it because everything here has flowers and cute patterns on it. This is actually pretty subdued by Uyghur standards. I'm sure some of y'all are curious about the bathing situation. His parents actually have a nicer shower than I have in my house in Hangzhou. And the best thing about it is this red square, which is attached to the stove. So as the wood fire is going over there, the heat is coming through this square. It's like metal, so you can't touch it, it's really hot. But it warms up this entire room. So we added another blanket because these desert nights be cold, you know what I mean? And you may be also wondering why in a relatively conservative region would his mother be okay with us being in the same room when we're not married. It's because we're so close to being married that she's not really in that avoiding scandals mindset anymore. She's like, grandbabies, now, crank them out. And I'm like, okay, how about like 2 years from now? That's the plan. She's like, how about 1 year? How about 6 months? How about right now? Give me those grandbabies. She wants them so bad. And I love the enthusiasm, even though, again, 2 years. I do love the enthusiasm coming from her because my mother is on the other side of the spectrum. She's like, you could have kids in 2 years? So I should wait a little bit longer. And speaking of birth, my birthday is actually right around the corner and I'm going to spend it right here in Asejan's village. So in the next vlog, I will be showing you guys how we spent my birthday here in rural Kashgar. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I will see you in the next vlog. 说晚安。
晚安。